ano na.
Ito nakikonnect ko na lang dito. Tapos pagdaan mo may racket na. At yung extension nyo mamaya, ay yung power outlet.
Hi dog. What's up guys, it's your boy Shell Shock from CTUSA Mini4wd Racing Squad. I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. And today we're here at Endless Love, Ajax, Ontario. And finally we're doing the US and Canada Battle of the Terps. So let's check them out. Oh, shout out Shane by the way for the shirt. So they're setting up over here, that's Vaughn and Francis right there. Here's the entrance. Alright, there's a lot of racers already. We have John Bear over here, Matrixx Garage, Rap. So we have Barnell here with Portland Tuners. We got Dog from the Kitty Martin Saying. How you doing? Yeah, Portland Tuners over there. We go table to table, but let's check out the track right now. We got team from Calgary right here. New Haven right here. So people are lining up over here. So according to our host, the registration starts at 10 o'clock. But here's the track layout over here. As you can see, it's a very untraditional track layout. It's very huge. It's like 550 kilometers. So racers are lining up over there. We got Mark over there from Six Garage. He's the one who's doing the registration. We got our mixed marshal. Our marshal. Alman right here.
Gang.
And then we got Team Montreal right here. Right here. Let's go check out. We got Team Down Truck with you folks. Right here. Here's some of the month. We got Kevin right here. From Chicago. Cowboy. Videographer ah. Shout out to you. And then we got, like I said earlier, Team Haven right here. Shout out Toy Beach. Toy Beach, shout out. Hobby Hideaway. Sorry. They got stuff over here, they're selling stuff. So if somebody break their car or they need some parts, right here. We have kits. So they're ready. Somebody crashes their car. Jack, my twin. He's gonna be the DJ of the day. US, Canada. US, Canada. We got Jeff here from Hobby Hideaway. And then we have Ron from Team Ottawa. Shout out mo si Jom. Bakla, hindi pumatay. Shout out Jom. Namumuwi ka na. And then we go to this side. We have Team Mini with Mark. Where's Jimmy? There, the fat guy. And then my teammate right here, Bryce. I got my boy Bryce. See, we got our shirt. Shout out Noobworx Mini4wd. Hindi ka dumatay. And then team nila. So, it's garage. So everybody's having fun now and then trying to test their cars. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more serious later. Pero ngayon makukulit muna tayo. We're gonna bother everybody. People are still lined up. Battle of the Terps by Six Garage. Moto. And that's the trophies. Got a big ass trophy right here. Custom parts. That's the podium. Takpan yung shell shock ko. Let's go.
And coaching us just for this event. Big shout out. Elsa, my tweet, Noobworx. Jeff Ottawa, of course, Team Mini4wd Drive. Monkey Shop, our Costco. Okay. Thank you. Big thank you. Shout out, big shout out. Jacob, endless fun for having us. Food at the bar for your food, drinks. So am I. Almo, thank you. Especially kay Bulgobi. Where's Bulgobi? Hey! Sakto no mamaya. Okay. November 30, another big race as well. Ang daming present men.
So there you go, guys. That was the Battle of the Turf introduction, hosted by Six Garage. You met the racers, you met the teams, and after that class picture, it's ready for a semi-pro/student class race. But before we move on to that, this part one, we gotta analyze this track layout. So this track layout is 150 meters long, and as you can see, it's big, and it's very tricky because it seems like it could go really fast, but not really. Let's start with the starting line. Pardon me with my voice because it's fall here. My sniffles, my first sniffle fall thing is coming out. But the starting line is right here. As you can see, it's 3-lane track. This is a 40-degree bank. Goes right here. That's a 2 slope up and a 2 slope down. 20-degree bank. 1 tabletop up. Slope. And a down right here, that 3 level down. All right, and then you go here, lane changer, a lot of speed, another lane changer. Okay, so let's start with the starting line. So in the starting line, you go to the 40-degree bank. So if you're experiencing a 40-degree bank, obviously you have to make your brakes high enough not to have a drag here in 40-degree bank, especially in tune class or any category that you're racing. Besides box stock, you have to have enough clearance to clear the 40 degrees, because it's usually a track layout have a 20-degree bank, or it's a flat track, but this one we have a 40-degree, so that's another trick. So you can't really go too low with your brakes right here, because you have to be mindful that you have a 40-degree bank. All right, you will have a little drag, and your car will go a little bit slower here, especially if you have a low gear ratio. But here you go, you get a drop over here. This is a 2 up slope. So for me, ideally in tune class is to land over here. So you have to have the longest drop, like the longest landing over here, because if you doesn't land that long, you're gonna get beaten, especially with the torque car. But for me, ideally you have to land over here. I will explain it to you later. So land over here. This one is going down. So blue is up. This one's down. For me, you're supposed to land over here, so you have no delay. 20-degree bank, obviously, if you're high enough for 40, you can clear the 20-degree bank. And then you go over here with another high tabletop slope. Same height with this. I mean, same length. So you land here, and you go around here. And you will have that speed. For you to have an advantage, you have to land over here. So ideally, you can actually get away with 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can actually get away up to here if you can land perfectly. All right? But the problem here, if you're racing tune class or you're actually racing B-Max, you don't have body dampers, you don't have suspension. So this 3 level down, it's vicious. The car can jump, especially if the surface that you were racing in is full concrete. this part is not forgiving. The car can bounce if your damper setting is not right. If your car is too light, if your car is too heavy, the rebound of the dampers going up to the car will make your car corners out. Obviously, there's a turn right there, and here's another tricky part. As you can see, this is a long ride. You'll gain a lot of speed going here. On the first lane changer, if you actually land here on this lane, if you're here on this lane, you will have a little delay on the lane changer, and you should be good. But that air is a lot of straight. It's tempting. But if you're actually on this cut bridge lane changer, you will imagine you gain all that speed going from here, going there, and to that lane changer. So this part of the track layout is actually the equalizer. You can't just go really, really fast. Because if you go really, really fast, your car will actually jump over. It's going to be over. It will jump over. Or your rollers get caught over here. Or you can just go shoot all the way up there. Also, your roller settings will come in play. This track layout is not for new racers. For me, it's for an experienced to pro racer, because you have to analyze the track layout as a whole. So the trick here is you have to go slower on this turn before you approach this lane changer, so you can actually clear it. Also, the angle of your rollers will come in play too. If you have a less angle, I don't think you're going to be able to overcome this. The roller height, how high you put your rollers, if it's going to be like a 30 millimeter or 25 or 20, it's going to be crucial when you're deciding how you put your rollers. So this is actually a totally different built track layout. You have to build a new car, or you can actually tweak an old car, but you will do a lot of adjustments, starting to the brakes, roller height, what kind of rollers, also what kind of rollers. Because for me, my trick is I would use O-ring so I can get slower over here. Also, I'm going to put my rollers up a little bit higher when it comes to the front. Double aluminum rollers will be a deal. Also, last but not the least, what kind of chassis, or how you're going to use that chassis to overcome the track layout. If you're using a rear motor chassis like a Super 2 or Super 1 or VZ chassis, especially on BMAX or Tune Class or Semi-Pro, how are you going to be able to overcome that handicap that the motor is on the rear side? Because if you're using a front motor, that's a little bit more advantage, because the actual chassis is actually tilting forward already, so you don't overshoot here. And also, that's also an advantage when landing over here. But again, there is no such thing as default setup. It depends on the track layout and how you manage it and how you overcome that track layout. This track layout is very difficult. It's an average to difficult for my range because it's tricky. So there are a lot of ways to overcome this. If you actually want an actual video for me to give you some tips how to overcome this cut jump, I can make a separate video for that. Just hit me up in the comments or hit me up on DMs. But here's your track layout. It's very tricky. You can go fast if you want, but pick your poison. So this is the part 1 of the Battle of the Turfs. I'll see you in part 2. We learn from you, learn from us. Always race humble. Peace.